Now Jessie really began to wail. George shot his brother an exasperated look. William, abashed, sank back down in his chair. By now the two girls were home. Having caught the gist of what was going on, they stood together beside the kitchen table, ready to take their turn as comforters when George had finished. "Ma'am." Gently, George rubbed the heaving back of his mother. "I've got to go. I'm 20 years old, and it's my duty as an Englishman. We might be invaded else. Everyone is saying so." Slowly, Ma'am raised a tear-streaked face, rubbing away the tears with a tea-cloth still in her hand. She made a brave attempt at smiling up at her elder son. "Aye, lad," she said quietly, "you've got to go. No doubt about it." But then, turning towards the younger boy, her gaze hardened. "You, son, are not going to be going anywhere just yet. Your pa will see to that, I'll bargain." "And exactly what?" Bill Parkin's voice sounded from the doorway. "Will I be seeing to, may I ask?" Immediately, a scrabble of different voices broke forth to enlighten him. Once everyone had settled down, and all were seated round the table, explanations were finally made. "I see," Pa said, sighing heavily. Then, putting his arm around his wife, he anchored her firmly to him, in case, perhaps, she might have been tempted to explode once more into angry tears. Nodding at George, he said to him, "Aye, son, you must go. 'Tis your duty." George nodded back, and Nellie saw that her brother had become a man now, and was no longer a boy. Pa had accepted this, and was treating him accordingly. She fought back her own tears as the realization came to her that things were rapidly changing, and they would go on changing for some time. Her safe, known world was beginning to dissolve around her. A giant transition was taking place in people's minds, not just in Eldenfield, but throughout the country.